right, we are back here for take two of our Zoom call discussion. We are in the middle of Corona Gate, so we wanted to talk to you about how things in our industry have changed a little bit. And we tried doing this yesterday, but I forgot to hit record. So we're bringing it to you a day later. I'm Matt Wandersee with the Brooks team, Remax Four Corners here in McKinney. I'm going to let these guys go around the table and introduce themselves. They are some of my preferred partners here in our wonderful real estate community of McKinney and the surrounding DFW area. So you want to go down to Jarred first?
Hi, Jarred Griffin with Bancorp South.
And then maybe over to this pretty lady right here.
Ashley Olson, Fair Texas Title.
Awesome, awesome. So I think what we'll do is we'll start going kind of in order of the way that that the real estate transaction kind of plays out. So usually what we do is somebody contacts me to get the ball rolling on a listing and a purchase. And then what I do first and foremost is I pass them down to the guy down below here so they can talk to him about his purchasing power. So Jarred, you want to go ahead and just kind of give people kind of the gist of what they would do, and then kind of the things that you're seeing that are changing here with the whole Corona thing going on?
Yeah, so actually we just had a conference call this morning about some of the steps that we need to take, and the big investors, Fannie and Freddie, about what they are trying to do with appraisals and also with deferment on your loans. People that are doing the stay at home, and maybe people that are getting reduced hours and stuff like that. There's that. What came out is you can talk to your current servicer to see if you can get deferment on some of your things. That kind of applies more to refis. So let's just say someone's applying to a refi, and on their current lender, they're asking for a deferment. Well, that's going to be kind of difficult to get your refi closed if you're going to end up doing a deferment on our loan as well. So just kind of be cognizant of that. I know it's out of our control when it comes to stuff like that. You got to do what you got to do. Just make sure and be in communication with your lender, and if they know what they're doing, they'll be in communication with you as well. As for the appraisals, if you are in a shelter-in-place community, whether that's City of McKinney right now or Dallas County and Denton County, those places, what we have been instructed to do is sometimes I don't think appraisals are allowed to go in if they're in a shelter-in-place. So what we're doing is we're either trying to get appraisal waivers, running it through every system we can to try to avoid getting an appraisal, or what we'll do is either a drive-by or something like that, and they'll still pull the comps for that. And the one thing that everybody was talking about on the conference call is this is a really fluid situation. A lot of uncertainty and stuff. It's new for everybody. It's stuff that we're all having to go through. So things could change during the process even. So if things start to get better and they kind of lift the shelter at home places, they might have to require to get a final inspection to get the inside done and everything to make sure the home's not falling apart. So just kind of be expecting of that. And the main thing I wanted to kind of touch on is just be upfront with your lender so they can be upfront with you, and that way the expectations get set.
Awesome. And then so what I'll talk about next is kind of the stuff that we're putting in place. Again, like Jarred talked about, the fluid thing, it's something that nobody's really kind of gone through before. So we are fortunately, our industry, my side of everything, is kind of already the best in place to deal with this sort of thing. We already do electronic documents for everything. So every single one of our listing agreements, our purchase contracts, all those are all able to be signed right on your phone or any smart device. We can do obviously Zoom call meetings like this if we're going to set up a listing. Jarred, I lost you again. if we're gonna have any sort of a buyer consultation or anything, everything can be done virtually if need be. We can even do virtual showings. I've done this before in the past for out-of-state buyers, where I'll go in, I'll tour the home as long as the seller's okay with it, and we'll just talk on FaceTime or Facebook Messenger or whatever need be. And then down the road, once the home is under contract, then you can come see it. Hopefully once all this stuff is lifted and you're getting your inspections and those sorts of things done. But I even got inspectors that will go ahead and do virtual stuff as well. So they'll go inspect the home and then walk you through via Zoom call. So it's whatever you're comfortable with in that regard. And then on the listing side of it, I do know that some people are still totally fine as long as the government allows it to be showing their home. So what we're doing is we're taking precautions. We've got a list that's gone out to every one of our current listings, just kind of going through the steps of sanitizing your home before and after every showing. And then also too, we've got kind of a sanitizer station out front in front of the home before anybody enters your home. They've got, booty covers and hand sanitizer there. So we're taking those sorts of steps. And then the third step that I was going to kind of go over that I'm really excited about is it's something that we've always had kind of in our a la carte list of services that's available for the sellers, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to include this in our package free of charge, and it's a 3D Matterport tour of the home. And I'm going to post a link in the video below once we get this on social media to kind of show you the example of it. But it's literally the coolest thing in the world. From your phone, from any internet-enabled device, you can physically, but not physically, walk through each section of the home. So much so that I even had a guy tell me yesterday, man, I can see what color t-shirts this guy has in his closet. That's how in detail it gets. And I definitely suggest to click that link so that you can see how cool it is. It's going to allow folks that are stuck at home with nothing else to do to be able to walk through your home, possibly submit an offer on it without even walking through the home, but definitely they will get a good idea of what your listing looks like, so that when this thing is all done, they can come check it out and hopefully make a purchase. So with that being said, then I'm going to kick it over to Ashley here. Once we get you under contract, what's the next steps?
So hi, it's Ashley Olson at Fair Texas Title. So once we get the contract, we have a couple options as far as earnest money. So we've got 3 options right now. You can wire transfer your earnest money. We can provide a FedEx label. It's prepay if you just drop in. Or we also have a drop box outside of our building. You can just drop it in inside there. Now, as far as the actual closing process, we're being innovative every day, so it's changing every day. But as of right now, we have 3 options. The biggest thing for you guys is going to be curbside closings. So the escrow officer will actually come out to your car, hand you your docs with gloves on, and hand those to you with a pin that you get to keep. That way no one's touched it before you. And then once you're done, if you have questions, you can actually FaceTime or do a Zoom call with your closer, which is also super nice. And at that point, they come out, they grab the documents, and we're closed. Second option, we have the remote online notarization. That can be done as long as your lender allows that. So title, we're okay with that, but it has to be okay with your lender. That's going to be a question we want to ask them. And then we also have mobile notary closings. So if for some reason you don't want to leave your house, we can arrange mobile notary to come to you. You're just going to be having someone in your house at that point. So that's what we're kind of recommending, the curbside closings. But as far as the market goes, we're still producing contracts, and we're still coming in, things are still moving. This is a big key point right now. We have had 0 cancellations to this month because of this. So that's kind of a big deal. We're about 170 contracts right now opened up between purchases and refinances, and not one of those is canceled, at least due to COVID. So those are some really good points to kind of know about what's going on, especially here in McKinney, Texas.
Yep, absolutely. So guys, I appreciate you coming, and like Ashley talked about, this is not really slowing us down at all at the moment. So if you're on the fence about buying, you're worried about doing this, just let your kind of ease your fears. You got the right people in your corner to take care of you. You definitely want to be able to take advantage of the fact that the rates are good right now. And then same thing on the selling side. If you are looking to make that move and list your home and go to either your downsizing because you're an empty nester or you want to upgrade, now is an absolutely fantastic time. In fact, I would probably suggest it now versus when we're all done here, because when we're all done here, I really feel like the floodgates are going to kind of open up and erupt, and then you're going to have a whole lot of competition on both the purchase and the listing side. So any other questions, any other concerns, you feel free to reach out to me. You guys know my contact info, but just know that you've got a great team of professionals in your corner, and we are ready to serve you. So guys, I appreciate you jumping on this call with me. Thank you. I really did super fantastic, valuable information for these folks, and I think we answered a lot of questions today. So I will let you guys get back to your quarantining, and I will try to do the same and stay sane. So I guess I see you guys when I see you.
All right. Thanks for having us.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Matt. Bye,
See
Jared.
ya.
Bye.